Hello everyone, I'm Varsha and you are watching the series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. As you all know, the series is all about the prominent achievers of our country who has made India proud in some way or the other. The main focus of our series is to make you all know about the experience and achievements of our prominent guests. So, today, in the same sequence, we have with us Mr. Ankit Pradhan, who is the founder and CEO of Reality Assistance Hub Private Limited. But before we actually move ahead in the conversation with him, let's have a look at a very small video which will tell you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hi, Mr. Ankit, how are you?
Hello, Varsha. I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you so very much. Okay, so the very first thing I would like to begin is please tell us something about you and your profession.
So I come from a technical background. So I'm by education, I'm an electronics and telecommunication engineer. The entrepreneurial bug bit me early in my education days. So when I was in high school, I started doing real estate. I was always, mesmerized by this industry. So that is what my experience is all about. So I've been into the trade for last 15 years plus, and we are primarily working towards the real estate advisory space. We are in all the major metros of India. Our base is at Delhi NCR, and now we are prominent in other satellite markets like Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and the Mumbai metropolitan region. So that primarily has Mumbai and Thane. So that has been a journey since so far.
Okay, so Mr. Ankit, how did this idea of starting up with a business came into your mind?
So basically, Varsha, I come from a service class background. So all the middle class people actually pour in their hard-earned money into the real estate sector, buying their first home, buying their first office. And unfortunately, the industry has not been fair to a lot of people. Many of the investors have been duped by fraudulent developers, fraudulent advisors. So my idea was to organize this unorganized industry. And it's a lot of pain when the middle class and the low middle class income burn their whole, like hard-earned money and also their dream shatters for their first home and office. So that is where I thought that this industry should be organized. And we then opened this advisory, which is a very neutral advisory. So reality assistant is nothing but a neutral advisory. We are not biased towards any of the developers or any of the regions as far as the actual repute is concerned. So that is why the idea came in. We ourselves, our family ourselves, got duped by a lot many such deals. So the idea was to give honest and true advisory to anybody who's venturing into real estate investment, and to organize this industry was really important, and that is what we have tried so far.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so Mr. Ankit, it's like, getting an idea and actually working towards it are two different things because we actually get to know about the hardship of a plan when we execute it. So, what sort of challenges you have faced while moving ahead in your journey at your organization?
A lot actually. Whenever you start something new, there are a lot of roadblocks that came in. But this was not only on the operations part or the entrepreneurial part. This was also on the basis of the industry standards. So I tried to make it very corporate in nature. But because the industry was so unorganized, getting the right set of people, poaching the right kind of resources for my industry was really tough. I always wanted, people who are from the regularized industries like banking, finance, to actually come into the real estate industry and try to organize it. So that was one of the major challenges we faced. Secondly, although we are one of the largest employers in the country, real estate as an industry, still we could not get the right sort of resources available for us. And most importantly was that there was a trust deficit towards advisories in India, because majorly advisories have flawed a lot. They have been like duping and fraudulent behaviors have happened with the clients. So getting the trust deficit removed, and again building that trust and that foundation to get the clients, and you get the right set of developers, and actually to amalgamate them, was the major challenge that we faced.
Okay, so talking about your future plans, how does that future of your organization look like?
So basically, now we are planning to expand, because post-COVID era we have faced that there is a lot of joblessness in the country, and unemployment is not good. And I personally favor entrepreneurship at every level possible. So basically, what we are trying to do now is that we are expanding us into the tier 2 and tier 3 cities as well, so that we can actually service all those clients available there. They need not to travel all the way down to the metros to invest. We're also now we expanded to the Middle East. We expanded to Southeast Asia. We are opening our first offices in Dubai and Hong Kong, and also we have now ventured into the North American continent. So we're coming up with our first office at Canada. So the idea is to give every Indian around the globe the true, honest, and neutral advisory possible into the real estate investment, and also to generate as much as employment available to this industry. Because post-COVID era, we have seen that that has been a major issue for all the right set of resources available across industries. So that is what we plan now. And idea is to bring technology into the space. We're also launching our app that will have 360-degree solutions for any kind of real estate. And we are also going into the international property management space across the globe, because right now we don't have the right set of advisors available to give the insight of international and global markets. So that is what planning now.
Okay, amazing, and I wish you all the very best for all these plans of yours too. And hopefully, you will, come out as a rising star in these plans of yours also. Okay, so moving ahead, kindly elaborate about the product and services that your organization offers.
Basically, we have two set of services available for everyone. That is, we do 360-degree property management services, wherein starting from your buying needs, your selling needs, your leasing needs, as far as, and even the property management space, there's always a set of investors who buy their properties for generating rentals. So we don't have organized players available in the country who can actually manage their hassles, like collecting the rents and maintaining their space. So that is one space where we have 360-degree service management company. On the other hand, we have an investment management company, wherein we give you opportunities of buying into all the brands available in India as well as regional brands. So we work towards getting you the right kind of property investment, as well as we work towards getting you the right kind of property management post your investment has been done. Because that is the major pain points of all the investors that we have came into connection with. That normally the advisors are always there when the sale is to be made, but once they have bought the property, then the property management is something that they crave about, and there the regular sales and marketing companies are not available. So these are the two parts of our services. One is the property management, and one is the property or asset buying services.
Okay. Okay, so it's like as our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has, announced the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan to combat the COVID-19 crisis. So, what are your views on it, and also how is your organization contributing towards it?
I think this is one of the greatest initiative taken by our Honorable Prime Minister, and I think this should have done decades before. With the kind of resources available in our country, and with the kind of brains available in our country, Atmanirbhar should have been implemented decades back. Right now, it is the actual need of the moment, as the entire globe is looking at India for giving solutions to all kind of industries, manufacturing, etc. To the globe. With such a huge population available, and that too skilled population available, I think this is something which is very well required. And for as far as we are concerned, we have all the technology support that we require. Now we have started giving it to the startups in our region. So if we talk about our websites, our apps, and our CRMs, now we are giving all the contracts to people who are available and who are working in India itself. So I believe this is the starting move that we can do. And as far as digital marketing is concerned, as far as the social media marketing, etc., is concerned, which is a very important role, which plays a very important role in our industry. So all these contracts, all these services, now we are buying out only from people who are, maybe starting up, or we are already established within our country. So I believe this is one of the best things we could have done as a country. and this is the need of the moment right now, post the COVID pandemic.
Okay, so now I would love to know about your feelings on winning this Indian Achievers Award.
It feels great to be awarded by Indian Achievers Forum and getting the Indian Achievement Award now. Coming from a platform which has been there for 2 decades, and we have always looked forward to all your awards, which has happened, year on year basis, and we always felt that yes, someday we will also achieve something where you will also recognize our efforts. So it feels really great that finally the day has come, and it definitely motivates us to crave for more and more success. And I think such recognitions are very we feel honored by getting such recognitions, and these recognitions are something that actually motivates you to move ahead and ahead with more pace and more honesty and more truthness that is possible.
And you are truly an achiever, I must say. Okay, so moving ahead, kindly tell us about your social contribution.
So basically, we always feel that whatever you achieve from society, you should give it back, and that has been my upbringing has been like this. So we have got two initiatives. One is Pararthya, that is an NGO that we support. I'm part of this movement, wherein we are concerned about the environmental changes that are happening. So we contribute towards those causes, as well as giving livelihood to all the underprivileged. So we work closely with all the state rural livelihood missions, and recently we have also started a new foundation that I have dedicated to my father, who passed away last month only, Shri Aditya Pradhan Foundation. So with this foundation, we are focusing on helping the old age people by now opening a old age home, as well as helping the meritorious students who are at the very crucial junction of their careers, like towards the higher secondary level, helping them with the best possible support to get higher education. Because when you can actually help someone with the education and their careers, it can actually uplift the society. It can elevate the entire people set of people around them. So these are the two social causes that we support, and we intend to give more and more back to the society as we progress further with our careers.
Okay, amazing work you are doing. Okay, so before concluding our session, what piece of advice or message you would want to give to our today's generation who wish to be an entrepreneur someday?
I feel most important is that one should have a mantra: fall again, rise again. Entrepreneurship has its hardship, and you will definitely fall. Take it as a learning, and do not feel that it will happen overnight. It takes decades and decades to get to the heights that you want. Be true and honest towards your clients and your employees, because employees and clients are the two foundation stones that on which you can build your success stories. So I believe these are the most important factors for any entrepreneur who wants to start now.
Amazing. Okay, so thank you so very much, Mr. Ankit Pradhan, for being with us today and sharing such good experience and thought of yours with us. And I wish you all the very best for all your future projects too, and may you continue to inspire us the way you are doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Varsha. Thanks for having me.